Hi gals, welcome back to another episode of Zero Waste Closet. So I want to share some really exciting personal news with those of you who I have not yet spoken with. I am officially now a licensed real estate agent in the state of Arizona. So if you are looking to buy a house, sell a house now or sometime in the future, I really hope that you guys will reach out to me. I'm going to leave my email in the description box below if you would like to get a hold of me, even if it's just to talk, just to brainstorm, just to do a little bit of fantasizing about the future. So today's video is all about my next wardrobe chapter. You know, I think this is something we will all resonate with, and that is whenever you move into a new life chapter, usually you go through a wardrobe rethink. Well, that is definitely happening for me now. I have been very, very casual for many years, even pre-COVID. I've owned stores for the last 10 years, and so I've kind of dressed according to my mood for the day, and I will continue to do that going forward and be very true to my own self and personal style, but I want to level up my look. I want to bring more polish into my wardrobe, and so I want to take you guys through the thought process for how I rethought my wardrobe and show you how I did it on a dime. And for those of you who are wanting to polish things up, this might really, really apply to you too, and I hope it gives you a lot of great ideas. So I went into this project thinking, all right, well, this is perfect timing. We are about to change seasons here. We're really going into spring and summer, so it's kind of time for a wardrobe changeover anyway. Now, of course, I'm going into a new chapter of my life, and I decided to lay the groundwork by thinking about some various things like, number one, you know, what is the mood that I want to channel? So this is where those style words come into play that we've talked about so often, and that is, if you're trying to build a concise wardrobe, I encourage you to think of 3 adjectives for this season that describe really the mood that your wardrobe is going to convey. Sometimes the project of choosing your style words can be daunting. Maybe you don't even know where to start. And so I think that the best place to begin is by thinking of your style hero, somebody who really captures the look and the flavor of what you want to channel. And so in my case, I love this because this person has been in the back of my head as kind of my fantasy self for a really long time. And now I can apply it to real life. And that is Sylvie from Emily in Paris. So if you have not seen Emily in Paris, that's totally fine. I'm going to show you guys some pictures of Sylvie in just a moment. Let me tell you a little bit about this woman. Sylvie characterizes that quintessential Parisian chic woman. She's middle-aged. She is a powerful boss babe who owns her own public relations firm, and she is just never off when it comes to her look. She's very actually understated at times in terms of the actual pieces that she's wearing, but she always looks powerful, sophisticated, and has a sexy edge to her. I love all of that. So based on that character type, here are the 3 style words I came up with for myself. My new style words going into spring are sexy, polished, and powerful. Oof, I just love it. Those words get me really excited. So I am going to definitely walk you guys through the wardrobe that emerged out of this. But first, let's talk about how Sylvie achieves this in her way of getting dressed. Let's talk about how she channels these qualities. So I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I kind of cheated here. I could have definitely studied pictures of Sylvie, which I did, and then I'm gonna show those to you guys in a moment. But I thought I would ask ChatGPT because it kind of knows everything. What makes Sylvie Sylvie, okay? And here are some of the things that it came up with, and it was really helpful. It said, Sylvie achieves her look by choosing her fabrics and her colors and her silhouettes very mindfully, okay? So when it comes to colors, she dresses in mostly neutrals and almost exclusively solids. You'll see a few prints in there, but very few and pretty simple prints. When it comes to fabrics, she goes for a lot of, to get that sexy quality, she goes for a lot of silky fabrics, a lot of chiffons, even some sheers, things that have a flowy easiness to them. I love that. And then as far as silhouettes goes, she gets that polished piece in there by choosing silhouettes that are very streamlined, that are uncomplicated, nice collared shirts, pencil skirts, that type of thing. So with all of this in mind, I went about assembling my wardrobe. Let's just have a quick look at some of Sylvie's best outfits. And you know, gals, just keep in mind, I'm using this as inspiration. Obviously, Sylvie is a TV character, so some things are a little more dramatic than I would actually wear in daily life, but it's definitely inspirational. So let's have a look. All right, so now fully inspired by that, I thought, how am I going to assemble a wardrobe and do it on a budget and do it in a sustainable way? Because you know I love secondhand shopping. Well, the first thing I did was I went to my own closet. That's always the first place to start. When you go look in your own closet and you have inspirational videos or photos to look at, you will often find that you can recreate those looks from pieces you already have. So I started with my own closet and I had a huge amount of success there. So there wasn't a lot left to do after that, but there were some missing pieces. And so the next thing I did was I turned to some secondhand shopping, and I did some scavenging throughout the Phoenix Valley here. And I will tell you, on this whole wardrobe that you're about to see, which is basically a full capsule wardrobe for my work life, I spent a grand total of, I think it was $38. Believe it or not, $38. The old me, pre-zero waste closet, would have gone to the mall. I would have gone to stores I love, stores like Anthropologie, and probably $1,500 later would have come out with a new wardrobe. In this case, by turning to the secondhand market, I came out with behind $38, and that was it. Well, here's how I kept it to only $38. The rest of my secondhand editions came from Chill Boutique right here in Fountain Hills. And that was awesome because I'm consigning my own pieces at Chill Boutique. And now Mackenzie, the new owner, offers a store credit option for those of you who are consigning. And so I found a handful of pieces that I loved, and I was able to use my own earnings to pay for those pieces. So I actually didn't have to spend a dime, and that was awesome. And then finally, last but not least, this was just sheer luck. My mom and I are the same size in everything, clothing and shoes, and we have the same taste in handbags. My mom is having a gigantic garage sale as of the filming of this video, and she was so kind and she let me shop in her own closet, and I was able to round out this wardrobe with donations from my mom. So all around, big score. So now, with all of that suspense, let's go take a look and see what I found and check out this new great capsule wardrobe based on Sylvie from Emily in Paris. All right, gals, I'm gonna really quickly walk you through these pieces because the more fun part is following this. Just stay tuned because you're gonna see a little fashion show that's just a collection of my favorite looks that emerged out of this. But quickly, let me walk you through so that if you're thinking of pulling together a more polished look and you like the same kind of inspiration, you'll know the types of pieces that I think you really should be working with. Okay, so let's talk about some tops. This came from ChatGPT, like I said, the guidance here. These are some pieces it recommended that I thought, yep, I could definitely work with that. It said Sylvie would definitely have some silky tank tops in her repertoire. This, you see, is an original from Chill Boutique that I haven't actually worn yet, but I have it in black and white, just a spaghetti strap, silky layering tank, okay? And then another piece that ChatGPT said was essential in Sylvie's wardrobe was some sort of sleeveless turtleneck sweater. And you're gonna see, I just think this is such a great piece. It's very versatile. This came straight from Chill Boutique. Then two more pieces I absolutely love from Chill are some silky tops, and I thought this was really great going into spring and summer. I wanted something silky, but something that breathed, and girls, you're just gonna love what I found. Sorry, I think I picked up too many pieces at one time. Okay, so we have, ta-da, and again, notice the colors. The colors are more neutral and muted, but something else that ChatGPT told me was that when Sylvie wants to pop color, she pops power colors in there. So think about that. Some rich jewel tones. So you'll see those making their way into this wardrobe. So first is this mushroom colored silky cow neck tank. And then this on the more jewel tone is this rich kind of teal, almost like navy blue, flowy, silky tank. And as far as silhouettes go, also something it mentioned were those plunging necklines, which I love. That's always kind of, for me, a more flattering silhouette. Okay, now let's look at the long sleeve blouses. All right, I've picked up another big pile. Actually, before we get into the long sleeve, I want to show you a short sleeve. This is from Chill Boutique. I love this. Again, it's got the V-neck and it has a little kind of fitted, it almost looks like a dress shape, but this is really perfect over a pencil pant. And you'll notice, again, the common theme here, these are all flowy fabrics. I do not have any stiff fabric tops in here. Okay, so on the blouses, one nice ivory silky blouse here. Then it suggested something more sheer for that little sexy edge, and I found this one thrifting. I love it. It's just a black sheer blouse. And then finally, this was such a fun piece. This really made me think of Sylvie. It is flowy, it's silky, it's jewel toned, and then it has the edgy, sexy element of the open back, so I can just throw like a black tank underneath that. But that just gives it that kind of fun edge. Then, of course, for power dressing, you've got to have the blazers. And I just happened to be lucky. I had these on hand. These were in my closet. I've got the perfect black blazer, 3/4 sleeves. And then it suggested a nice linen blazer for spring and summer. And I had this from Chill Boutique. I love it. It has the pattern, but again, I'm keeping the patterns very simple, keeping it just to simple stripes. Okay, and then the last piece on the top half is going to be the quintessential French leather jacket. I found this thrifting. It's got the 3/4 sleeve, so this is absolutely perfect going into summer. All right, next gals, let's move on to the bottom half. So a more pencil type of pant is definitely going to be that Parisian style that Sylvie would wear. Occasionally, maybe a flowy trouser. That is something that I have in my wardrobe that I haven't yet pulled out, but I probably will turn to. But I did want more of that cigarette style pant, and I didn't own anything like that. And I hit the jackpot thrifting. So from Chill Boutique, I found this nice tan pant here, and they're just slightly cropped, and I love that, showing a little bit of ankle for summer. Then thrifting, I found just a good black cigarette pant. These are really nice. Again, all of these feel flattering and sophisticated, so they're sexy and sophisticated at the same time. Then this was a huge score from Chill Boutique. Thank you so much to the consignor who brought these. I found a high-waisted nautical style cherry red pant. These are going to be a huge hero piece in my wardrobe going forward. And then finally, ChatGPT said, you know, if you're gonna dress like Sylvie in summer for the office, you've got to have a nice linen trouser. And again, from Chill Boutique, I found a nice white linen pant, and these are gonna be super versatile. Now, I came to an element of Sylvie's dressing that always looks fabulous on her, and I know this would work on me, but I'll be honest with you girls, this is a departure for me from how I usually dress, and that is skirts. I don't wear a lot of skirts, and I don't tend to show my legs a lot, but I kind of am thinking it's time to change that a little bit. Summer's coming, and there's nothing wrong with my legs. It's just a self-conscious thing about being very pale, but who cares? It's time to own it, and this definitely brings brings sexy and sophisticated in. So let me show you guys what I found. Thanks to my wonderful mama, I got this great black pencil skirt. This is just perfect. Again, very Sylvie. And then in my own closet, so ChatGPT said definitely a silky slip skirt is an essential. Well, you guys know if you've been watching this channel, this skirt has been in my closet from Target. I absolutely love the icy blue. Just brings in a little bit of flavor because so much in here is neutral and blacks and whites. And then finally, I found this skirt on a thrifting trip and I am thrilled about it. It is a paper bag style skirt and it's in a linen fabric. So this is gonna be really fun to play with. Okay, next, let's look at the one pieces. So if you guys have been with me for a while, you do know that I have dresses in my wardrobe. We even recently did a video on summer dresses, but a lot of my dresses are very casual or they're very kind of like floaty and whimsical. That's great. That's actually really nice for like vacation mode, but I wanted something a little more office mode, a little more boss babe mode. And so I found 3 that I think are going to be perfect. So first came from my mom and it is this cowl neck black dress that is absolutely fabulous belted. And I love this because this could be a perfect office dress. This could be wonderful for like an open house, but this could also be a slinky evening out dress. So I love it. Then this one definitely brings the sophisticated element in. I found this one at Target, gals. I've had this for a little while. I just haven't really worn it. I love it. It is a linen-y dress, nice and sleeveless for summer, belted at the waist. So this is just a good classic. And then the last one was definitely a departure for me. This is from my cool mom's closet. And one of the things ChatGPT suggested that was very Sylvie-like was a one shoulder look. And so I was thinking, gosh, what can I wear that's one shoulder that would also be work appropriate, but could be like a day to night look? Well, my mom came up with this one. It is a one shouldered dress from Bailey 44. I love this. This is definitely cocktail hour if you want it to be, very sexy if you want it to be, but with the simple addition of a blazer, it tones it down and makes it perfect for the office. And I feel so Sylvie in this dress. And then finally, ladies, ChatGPT suggested a one piece in the form of a jumpsuit, and I went with 2 jumpsuits. One of them is from Target. This is just a good classic, really honestly appropriate for any occasion in a nice kind of slinky fabric. And then finally, if you guys know me well, you know I love denim. I love denim, but in this case, it's gonna have to really be sophisticated. And I thought instead of trying to bring jeans into my look, why not go for like a nice darker wash denim jumpsuit? And I already owned this great one from Velvet Heart. What I did here was I took the denim belt out, which makes it a little more casual. And as you'll see in the looks that I model, this is great when you change it up by putting on a more sophisticated belt. I could even bling it up with the right kind of belt. So this is very versatile and great for a more casual office day. And finally, gals, you really cannot address the topic of a French-inspired wardrobe, a very chic wardrobe, without addressing accessories. So we're gonna talk about the handbags and we're gonna talk about the shoes. So first on the handbags, well, gals, I mean, I do want to bring in some luxury into this look. I love the pop of red, and you guys know I already own this red Louis bag that I got secondhand, so this is gonna be a great one. I think this mixes and matches with everything here. And then I did feel like I needed a work bag. I wanted something sophisticated, but very functional, and thanks to my mom, she just happened to have this on hand. I love this. I can't tell you where to buy it, but let this serve as inspiration. This is like a snakeskin black bag with a gorgeous chain handle, and then you've got the long strap too. So when it comes to carrying my computer or any paperwork with me to listing appointments, that type of thing, this bag is gonna serve me very well. Finally, let's take a look at the shoes. Okay, for the shoes, I have pulled over my handy dandy cat tower because you guys know this cat tower is a great display piece. So I will say on the shoes, this was a little challenging for me because I have always gravitated towards just nothing but extreme comfort, which often means flat sandals, sneakers, my Converse. that's not going to be my work look going forward. Doesn't mean they can't be in my weekend wardrobe, but I definitely needed some more sophistication. The one thing I refuse to sacrifice though is comfort. So ChatGPT described Sylvie's look as incorporating a lot of heels, and I thought I can adapt that to me. You don't have to take everything too literally. So I did have to do some consignment shopping to find those perfect shoes. And then I had a little bit in my own wardrobe, but my mom also helped me out here. So let's look at what I found secondhand shopping. I found the perfect black strappy little sandal, and I love it. This is extremely comfortable. I made sure of that before I bought them, and not a huge heel. Then this one looks like it would be uncomfortable, but it is not. It is an amazing shoe. I paid almost nothing for this shoe, gals, and found this secondhand shopping, and I just love how versatile it is. So both of these, sexy, sophisticated, everything I want to channel. Then I wanted a pop of color. This is where my mom came in, and I thought this was like a fun summery shoe. That block heel actually makes it very, very comfortable. This is another very comfortable one for when I want to get some height. Thanks to my mom, I was able to score these, and they work great with dresses and pants. And then finally, looking at these, it looks like there was only one shoe in my actual personal collection, but that's okay because I'm going to be wearing the heck out of these while the weather is still appropriate for them. And that is a tall, sexy suede boot. So gals, that's it. That is my new Sylvie inspired fabulous work-oriented wardrobe going forward. I want to stress that this doesn't just have to be for work and dress-up days. All of these pieces can be incorporated into a casual wardrobe to add ease and polish and just sophistication and a little bit of sexiness. Now, let's launch into the fashion show. It's just a handful of looks that are my favorite combinations that I cannot wait to wear. And there is so much more that could come out of all of these pieces. As you guys know, when I put together a capsule wardrobe, the whole idea is that these things have infinite mix and match potential. But I pretty much got it all onto one rolling rack, and I think this is gonna get me through spring and summer. So gals, stay tuned. Fashion show's coming next. If you guys liked this week's video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. That really helps this channel. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you jump on here and subscribe to Zero Waste Closet. That way you guys get notifications whenever I come out with new videos. And I do want you to know I am working on some content for the future that takes us outside of the closet and into the rest of our home, where we can look at minimizing ideas for just creating more space and more inner peace from having less. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Enjoy the show.